I do not encourage nor condone any of the actions performed or products shown in this video. All of the videos are produced in a safe and controlled environment. Do not attempt to replicate any of the actions performed during this video.
Hello beautiful people from the internet, it is Connie over here. Welcome back to another video. Now today we are having a very bittersweet moment because this is very likely to be the last time I'm at this house, which is the house that I grew up in. You have seen it in so many of my videos and I'm so happy that I was able to record so many videos in so many different parts of this garden and just inside of the house and routines. So many different spots here. I've been able to cover basically everything and I'm so grateful for that. I knew this time was coming. I knew someday was going to be the last day, and today that's what it is. So let's enjoy a last smoke in the house I grew up in. Let's go. I don't have anything planned to say for this video because it is such an emotional topic that I knew right away if I tried to plan anything I would come here and not even say anything that I planned to say because, you know, my emotions would take the best of me. But it's so peculiar knowing that the door from which I've entered the 24 years of my life will from now on be closed off to me because of a monetary transaction. I do understand that's how the world works, but it's just strange on a soul level. It's strange for me to be able to explain to my little kid self that after a couple of days from now I will not be able to be here, you know, sit on this garden which I've sat on for years upon years upon years in all of the different places, and I've looked at all of it, which I'm so happy about because I have so many mental pictures of this place. And it's so weird. I've raised animals here, I've let go of animals here. I don't know, I've seen my brother grow up, you know, all in this same place. I've seen myself grow up so much too, and I feel like this house just has some sort of like shimmer to it, you know. I don't know if you can see it or if this is just a thing of my brain with rose-colored glasses because this is such an important place for me, but it feels like there's sparkles of shine everywhere and it just makes me feel so comforted. And it's so strange to say goodbye, you know. And not just for me, because I've lived here for 21 years, but my mom, she's lived here for all her life, so it's definitely an even greater goodbye for her. And she grew up here with all of her brothers and sisters, which she has 8 of. There's just so much history in a family home. But I've told this story a couple of times before, but I'll tell you again if you're new or if you just don't remember. The agreement was that once my grandmother died, they would sell the house because it's 9 siblings to try to make a decision with and arrange things. So, you know, the decision that everyone came upon together was that the house would be sold, and that's what happened. And so that's why this is probably the last day that I'm going to be here. But I don't know, it just feels surreal. I'm going to take this. This is a pile of tiles, which I'm going to show you. We have this, which is from the bathroom upstairs. We have this one, which is from the corridor at the entrance of the house, I'm pretty sure. And then it has a pattern. They go like this. And there's 4, so I'm going to frame them very pretty. And then we have these, which are from the outside area. There's also 4 of them, and I'm going to build a pattern with them. They are very, very beautiful, and I'm very glad that I can take a part of the house with me and like keep it with me forever, also with the memories that I have inside of my heart. But I feel like it's so good to have something physical that you can look at and just remember all of the times that you've passed in that specific physical place. So yeah, I'm really happy that I get to have these. I'm going to write at the back of them. There's 12 of them, I think, so I have a lot of writing to do. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like I had accepted this some time ago, you know, because I knew for a long time that the house was going to be sold and I was preparing for it for a long time. But when it comes to the actual end of it, it feels different, you know. It almost feels like a fever dream, like this is not really happening, or I'm dreaming and I'm about to wake up and this is not the reality. And it's not even that deep, you know. A house, it's a physical thing. Physical things can disappear at any moment, get destroyed, get sold, but the memories I have here are everlasting, you know. They stay with me forever, and the bonds I've shared here with people, they also stay with me forever. And the fact that I was able to grow up with my brother and my mom in such a beautiful place is absolutely irreplaceable, you know. Soul-wise, that's never going to leave me. And so this house will always be a very big part of me. I'm trying not to cry very hard, so if my voice starts getting shaky, you know why. It's just, it's so strange. And my neighbors too. I was talking to my neighbors today, being like, it's going to be so weird not being able to see you at the left of my house and see the other neighbors at the right of my house, and the neighbors that live in front, you know. I've known these people all of my life, and it's just, it's strange. That's the best word I can attribute to this. It's just, it doesn't feel real yet, but it will. I feel like this is a good lesson on letting go, you know. Letting go of things is very important, especially of physical things, because they are so fleeting, you know. You stay with the lessons, and you stay with the stories, and you stay with the memories, and those things will be with you for the rest of your life. But the physical possessions you have, the places you are in, they are not permanent. Most likely you will be changing in and out of them a lot of times in your life. So it's good to at some point learn to let go of these things, but it doesn't mean it's easy, you know. But if lessons were easy, they wouldn't have the impact that they probably do, because they are so difficult to get through, you know. It's a good opportunity for character development, as they say on the internet these days. But it's definitely eerie to go inside of the house and it being so quiet and so echoey and so empty, and knowing that a month from now there's going to be new people here enjoying the house that I've always known, and I just hope they love it as much as we did, and I'm sure they will. I have personally not met the new owners yet, but I've heard they are nice people, and they are Portuguese people, which I'm very happy about to like keep, because this street is still very Portuguese lived, so there's still a lot of Portuguese people here. In these areas, it's very common for foreigners to start coming and kind of take over the areas, because these are more expensive areas, and Portuguese people don't really have the money to live in this sort of place anymore. And the only reason why we could live here is because the house was built and paid for 80 years ago, you know. So it definitely was such a great opportunity, and I feel like I always knew, growing up here, I always knew that this was such a great and unique opportunity that I had, and I've always been so grateful to be able to sit here and just enjoy, and I never took it for granted, which I'm happy with myself for. I feel like I was always aware that this is atypical and a very big privilege, and you know, I'm just overall so glad that I was able to spend so much time here. Even hearing the dogs bark, I'm going to miss it, you know. Once one starts to bark, all of the others in the street start as well, because they're like, oh goodness, what is happening? We must get into the scene and realize what's going on. I feel like this channel is also such a great ode to this house. As I said in the beginning, I have many videos recorded in all sorts of places here. So yeah, it's great to leave behind physical things that I can look at and remember memories from. I don't know, I feel like I'm missing the words to describe the feelings that I'm feeling right now, you know. I feel like there are emotions that are greater than the human words we've been able to develop. There are things that I can only kind of describe with, you know, like expressions, physical expressions, because words are not enough. I feel like when I look at places in this house, I can see myself and my brother running around, playing games, listening to music outside, playing the piano in the piano house too, and just having dinners over there, which we did all nights, and just having family lunches outside in this exact table that you see behind me, and all of the live streams I did here, and all of you guys have also been such a big part of this house too with me. It's irreplaceable, really. This has been the last time I have recorded a video here. If you're watching this video, then the house has already been sold and I'm not able to be here anymore. Oh my goodness, that is so strange. I cannot believe that if you're watching this video, it just means I cannot enter from the front door anymore. I'm so grateful for the opportunity I had to be here, and so grateful that new people are going to be able to enjoy this too. And I hope they take good care of it. I hope they don't demolish the house, but you know, maybe they will, because the house is falling apart, you know. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for being on this journey along with me, and for having enjoyed this house through the videos with me too. And I'll see you all wherever we land next. All right, bye.